Put the clock on. Now he's gone. Put the clock on. Yeah, I just tried to rap, but it's really bad. Come back, please. I start to rap. Berlin, Berlin, Tag, Nacht, Hauptstadt, Weltmetropole. Alles lebt, dreht und bewegt sich nur um Connection, Style, Sex und Kohle.
Hey, I feel like we kind of got off to a weird start. Do you want to start over again?
Yeah, I mean, this historical background is not what I meant to be.
Yeah, I felt like it kind of got off the art topic.
I mean, when I came to the point that talking about limits was still, I tried to, with a personal experience, I started to touch limits through art, which is a good point.
Okay, so welcome. This is Artist by Artist, and we're not going to explain what we're doing. We're just going to keep doing it. We'll see. We're going to try to do like 12 to 25 of these and just see what happens with it. So like no commitment really other than that. This is Dared. He is a street artist here in Berlin. My name is Gandy. I am a, I don't know, guy.
You are a guy. A guy full of joy.
I'm an artist. I'm a writer, comedian, a little bit of everything. But I just want to be left alone. That's what I want.
You are not a little bit.
A little bit. What? Was?
Wie bitte?
Wie bitte? So today we're going to be talking about the topic of limits in art. We did just start and do like 15 minutes, but I forgot to, so I just stopped it and we decided to just start over again. So I am not, but yeah.
You're not.
You know, I may just cut all that because I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your time is limited.
Yeah.
And we have to go forward.
Yeah, exactly.
We will do it.
This is
okay.
Yeah.
I'm your snack.
You're a delicious snack. You are fried and crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So limits in art. So this was your topic, your idea. So I was wondering if you want to lead this one and just see where it goes.
I can lead it. I had the idea and I made a little bit of research. I mean, the topic is super cool because limitation feels giving pressure for artists, but artists are the ones who can break them the first.
So like outside pressure.
Outside pressure, inside pressure, you know, artists, when you're doing art, you have everything on one paper. Your own limitation, the limitation of the society and all that stuff, and you still have to make a line. And then the audience might limitate you because they give recommendations or like
or they stop
comments on
money.
that. And then you know why the lane is not straight. And then you say it's art. Okay. No, anyway.
so it's a pass. If it's not good enough, you just say it's art and then it's good enough.
I mean, it's an instrument to give freedom.
I don't get behind that. I think
about Cézanne. He started with dots. And then if you're continuing doing dots till it's good.
No, Damien Hirst started with dots.
I'm not saying he started to invent the dot.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Anyway,
man, you're on one today.
I am who?
Own one. Have you ever heard that?
No.
Okay. One, it's an object. It just means you're on a lick. You're like you came out of the gate hot.
Yeah, okay. So I would love to make a quote from Immanuel Kant, who is a philosopher, a German one from the 18th century, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, limitation in art comes with responsibilities. I can't give you the actual quote of that, but what he say is art has the freedom to do whatever you want and include people, but not just by using them. So they still have to make a choice or other things. So if you just use people, that's kind of a over-off topic. That's not more or less allowed.
So Kant, the philosopher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy reading his work, and I don't really trust philosophers. I think they think too much, and it's not rooted in reality or experience. And if it is rooted in reality or experience, it's very limited reality or experience.
That's true, but it gives us some edges of reality and
Yeah,
to
but
look forward.
Artists use people all the time, mostly as models.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I think, so it depends on if we're talking about the topic of using people or having others as a limitation to your success or failure.
Yeah.
I would take issue with the word used because it would. Okay, so let me just make sure I'm understanding you correctly.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between like a co-participant and using someone.
True.
So I would say that if you have a model in a studio and you are painting this model, that model is not a co-participant. You are using that model.
Yes, but this is not. I mean, we take that example for what Kant meant is the model is used for the audience to paint a nude body or whatever. But still, the model has the right to choose to be there. So it's her or his own choice to be there and get used more or less.
Yeah, well, the reason I say used is because a model is, yes, they're a human, but they become a reference. And a reference is more in the world of object, so it's more objective. Yes, the model is themselves. Yes, they are important. Yes, they have value. But the experience is usually transactional, unless it's like your lover or something.
Transactional, you mean you give money?
Yeah, you pay the model. It's a job. So if you're, it's like you have a plumber, and a plumber comes over to your house. You're not using the plumber. You're using the services of the plumber.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's transactional. The plumber is not a co-participant in your house. They are they're your employee. Like they may be their own company, all that kind of stuff, but you are employing them.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah. So
but
it's
still, you give credits. It's not just giving money. You appreciate the model. You give attraction to it. It feels appreciated.
Like credit.
Same with the plumber.
You think an artist should sign or put the name of the model in the piece?
It's another perspective, but I think of that. Yeah, I say yes, because there are artists who make photography of models. They make makeup artists making them, and then they make a portrait of it and just sign with their name. From my perspective, there should be the name of the model as well as a reference.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
If it was like because right now we're discussing the limits on who's participating in the art and who is making the art.
Yeah, it's another topic. Yeah.
So like if you have a photo shoot and you hire a makeup artist, that makeup artist does not own the copyright to the work. That would be a work for hire. Okay. So their name may be included in the copyright, but they have no ownership. They just are named as a co-creator.
It depends on the work the makeup artist did.
Yeah.
If it's very iconic, like a Avatar movie scene or whatever, and it's really new and fresh and transferred the body into something else, I would say the makeup artist has to be credited.
I think we're talking about collaboration. You want to just talk about collaboration today? Let's do that. I feel like that's more accurate. Okay, so what we're talking about there is a project.
Yeah, okay.
And there has to be a project leader, someone who initiated the project.
Mm-hmm.
And if the makeup artist is so good and they want to be the focus of the project, then they should be the one to initiate the project. They should hire the photographer. They should hire the studio, like wherever they're shooting. They should hire the models, and it should be their project. Then their name would be on it. But if it's a photographer who's doing it, then the makeup artist is underneath that photographer. So there's a hierarchy.
There's a hierarchy, but the director has to make the hierarchy.
Yeah. So let's backtrack then if we're going to talk about collaboration. So Do you do a lot of collaborations?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
I was not good at this and handling people,
Yeah.
and not really reliable, I need to say, because schedule is different, and setting time is difficult for me.
Yeah. Well, I do a lot of collaborations. Almost
cool.
every project I do is a collaboration, unless it's like my own personal, like creative practice, like my own art.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everything is a collaboration.
Nice.
And I find collaborations to be the most fulfilling, because when you're working with other artists and other creatives towards a shared goal or a shared purpose,
Yeah.
it's much more rewarding whenever you have other people to share that with. So I love collaborations,
Mm-hmm.
but I find that whenever collaborations and the roles everyone plays isn't clear at the beginning, especially when you're young. When I was young, this was a huge problem. Then a lot of egos get involved, and people start feeling ownership for certain things that they have no ownership for, if that makes sense.
Yeah, everybody brings energy to a project,
Yeah.
and even if it feels they put a lot of effort,
Mm-hmm.
so they want to be like,
Well, everyone feels like they're doing the most work, but in reality, that just cannot be true. Everyone can work hard, but not everyone's putting in the same amount of work, and
the
so
same impact.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the success of the project is dependent on everyone doing their part, doing their role. So I feel like whenever I do a project, I would say 75% of the work is in planning and setting everything up at the beginning of the project. And then that way you know what you're doing, who's doing what, and what the timeline is, and what the metrics are for success or failure. And then
I mean, the last point you can't figure out in the beginning.
yeah, you can.
But
Wait, why do you think you can't figure out success or failure at the beginning?
because every project is different unless you did it multiple times before and from the beginning till the end.
No, I don't agree with that. And the reason is because it's metrics for success. So whenever you start, say you're going to do a publication, you can say the metric for success is I print 500 copies and I distribute all of them.
Yeah.
And then that's success. Or like for this audio art podcast thing we're doing, the metric for success that I set was 24 completed. Just doing 24.
Mm-hmm.
And if people watch them, great. If not, it's no problem. I just wanted to do 24.
Yeah, but that's not the metrics for success. It's just a goal to reach the 24 episodes.
So you're viewing success from an outside lens, somewhat everyone else thinks is successful?
From outside.
Yeah, because for me, that would be success, doing 24 of these.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's still a success because people start something and then they fail and then they don't do it.
Mm.
I mean, it's a success to be there. It's a Olympic will to be there, to be present, to do it.
Mm.
It's a success, of course. But it's not a matrix of real success. You can do things and go on and go on and go on. We had that discussion before. But it's a complex system. And what we are doing here, and it's not easy to set up. You need experience. And to go on with that, you can't do it on your own. You need somebody that is capable of not also showing up, bringing effort. And at the end, there has to be something, It's not like, what can I say? Success in different metrics. I mean, I come back from a marketing background, and they try to track success of campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put a lot of things inside, you have like the input thing. Everything in between was always like a black box for everybody, but you can like set up KPIs for the success, like reach of people.
Key performance indicators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is, from my point of view, the success indicators in a business world, let's say.
Yeah, but what I'm finding issue with in this particular vein is, for me, all of this is dependent on everything else.
Yeah.
So for success from an outside perspective would mean money, would mean fame, would mean a bunch of different things, or like views or anything like that. That's not what I view as successful.
Okay.
What I view as successful is being better than I was before I started.
Yeah, that's very healthy.
So with the 24 videos or these things we're doing, whatever they end up being, it's not just making something for YouTube or making something for whatever thing this is going to live on.
Yeah.
It's for each one, it's an hour long. That means I have to edit an hour-long video, which means my editing skills get better. I have to record these, so my ability to use the machines gets better.
Yeah, I feel that.
And whenever we are talking with each other, our conversational skills get better. And we get to do that 24 times. So by the end of it, not only will my skills be better, but your skills will be better as well. And I think that doing this...
leads to a success.
Leads to a success.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you're saying, like, I don't do things with the expectations of fame or money or anything like that, because I think if that were to happen sporadically or just like out of nowhere, like say one of these goes viral and gets like 1 million views, I don't think that would necessarily be a good thing because it wasn't incremental. And I think solid, lasting success is incremental.
I was just trying. I mean, all your points are super right because they come from your perspective. And the things I was putting on the table were from my perspective.
Yeah.
It's not that I am right and you're right or something else, you know. It's just, it's a learning process. And I feel that. And I'm much more comfortable. And we already had success stories because... we went to a venue and did that thing. Yeah. That was super nice.
That was fun.
Even though nobody felt very comfortable at the beginning. But man, we did it. So that's super cool. And that's a success.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's the joys you can have with collaboration.
Yeah.
So like...
unexpected.
Yeah. So I've done these types of things before by myself. And it doesn't ring as interesting from my personal perspective, because there's no back and forth. There's no one I'm collaborating with other than my own ideas.
Yeah.
And it's not as there's not as much play. And whenever I'm discussing things with you as a collaborator, I find that I talk about things I wouldn't normally talk about or explore ideas I wouldn't normally explore.
Yeah. I feel
and
the same.
That's one of the values of collaboration. You know?
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, we challenge each other and also push a bit. I wouldn't do it for myself. I mean, it's harder to push myself, you know, and it's good, you know, you set a time and I even struggle to come here on time. So today it was again 1 minute after we need to set up, and still everything was set and I appreciate it and feel super bad again and again and again, but I get better.
You shouldn't. That's the thing. It's that whenever I set this up, it wasn't, and I told you this from the beginning, this is just fun.
Yeah, it's fun, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
but
no
still,
stress.
I have a little bit of pressure. You know, I'm maybe more German than I look like. But
yeah, well, it's. I think setting, whenever someone collaborates, or I'll just speak from my perspective. Whenever I collaborate with anyone, I want to know that ego is not going to be involved.
Yeah.
Because whenever egos are involved, or if someone is trying to like use this project as leverage to do something else, and it's unspoken, and it's just them trying to like ladder climb, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
I find that projects get very lopsided and it gets very stressful, and things start happening too quickly. so that the projects don't have time to develop organically. And I find this especially in the film world when I'm making films,
Okay.
because in that world, it seems like the people who want to be on camera tend to want to be on camera, and they want the attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's about attention and
Yeah.
making a stage for yourself.
Yeah. So I like people who are working towards something else, so that the actual project is in support of something else happening in the world. So it's not the focus; it's supporting material. Does it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I have to be more free with myself. I know I put pressure somehow. I mean, it's not an easy time. So, but still, it's a learning process, and I wouldn't do the same experience in school or something because that's the actual practice.
Mm.
And yeah, experience is the success
Well, I think.
and getting better, like you say.
Well, I think in school,
You're guided more.
yeah, and it's less of a. I guess it's a collaboration with the professor or a teacher, but I think the music. We talk about music a lot, but I think the music industry does it right. It's like you have a song. It is this artist's song.
Uh-huh.
So say it's like, I don't know, Ernest Tubb. Do you know Ernest Tubb?
No.
Okay, he's a country music singer.
Nice.
So it's Ernest Tubb, it's his song, and then Loretta Lynn comes on and sings on his song. So it's Ernest Tubb and Loretta Lynn on this song, and there's a clear hierarchy of whose song it is. And if she's recorded and there's a contract, which I highly recommend between collaborators, or contracts, then it specifies what she's getting paid for her contribution to the song. So it's I think someone just going upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possible.
So I think whenever artists collaborate, there's like this, like the playing field's too leveled, if that makes sense. And so then it becomes like stressful. And if one artist isn't doing enough work or perceived to not be doing enough work, then there becomes like animosity, or there's like resentment that gets built up.
Mm.
And then, like you were saying, you're feeling guilt.
Yeah.
And I think you shouldn't feel any guilt, but I think that may come from
Expectations to
yeah.
myself.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm doing all this work over here, and then your job is to show up. But if you're late for that one part, then you feel bad.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is just fun. I'm already here. I'm not going anywhere. And so it's like, if you can come on time, great. But it's like, it's just fun.
True that.
Hold on. You got to move your mic away when you cough, dude.
It was another microphone check.
Yeah.
No, but what I experienced from collaboration work, Zusammenarbeit,
Yeah. Zusammenarbeit.
in university was a different case. And I had this one project working with the person, and it was difficult to work with the person together because the partner of the person was making struggles inside. So the whole work was messed up, and I end up doing a lot of things alone for the project because at the end of the semester you had to get a mark for that, and it was pretty stressful. And I had other projects all going on, and this if collaboration is very toxic, it becomes extremely stressful under pressure, and you end up like having mental issues at the end of the day. And if it's fun, it's fine, but if there's something at the end, it gives pressure, and that's the thing.
There's nothing at the end of this other than just, we have a document
And a cake.
and a cake. Yeah. Did you bring cake again?
Yes.
Oh, sick. But I think with visual artists, we're so used to working alone and doing our own thing, and we're like a solitary animal. And then whenever visual artists work together, it's like two fully formed animals being locked in a room together, and then they have to produce something together. And I think it becomes difficult because each artist has their own process to arrive
true.
at a fully formed idea. And I think musicians, the way it's set up is the song is over like 3 minutes. It's a 3 minute song. This artist does 1 minute. This artist does 1 minute. This artist does 1 minute. And there's a hook that connects everything. And so that way the artists are always, not always, but a lot of the time separated in the song. So they're able to just be themselves. But if you're doing a collaboration in visual art, there's just one wall or there's one canvas or whatever it is. And then you're supposed to work at it like you're supposed to Zusammenarbeit. And it's difficult to do that with painting. Or
I mean, it's possible. I had this collaboration with another street artist who just came up to me and say, "Hey, let's do something together." And he loves to do things with other artists. And what he made is like he made this characters of his daughter actually. And he said, "Can you make a fox on this pullover?" And he handed over and then just did it. So in that case, the collaboration was quite clear, even if I took a little bit more longer than expected, but still it's a nice artwork. And I don't know, he asked me again, but then it didn't work out somehow, so maybe I wasn't communicating not very well, but the result was cool. So communication is again the key.
Well, I think the plan is the key. So that's why I spend so much time planning at the front end, because if it's all laid out, like what the structure of the project is, what the end result will be. Is this going to be a film? How long will the film be? Like what's the genre? Where will it be shown? Like if all that stuff is planned from the beginning, then you know what you're working towards. But whenever you did this collaboration, was it clearly stated what the collaboration was, how it was going to work, what the timeline was, when the deliverables should be done?
Yeah, I mean, it puts pressure, but it gives also structure and a line to do it.
I think it removes pressure. Because
just on timing. It depends how much flexible you are, and everybody comes with their own process. Yeah. Like you say.
Well, I think the pressure it removes is the pressure of the unknown. So like there's nothing that's unsaid or unreal, like so everything can be realized.
That's true.
I don't know. What other topics about collaboration do you want to
collaborations? I mean, collaborations between artists are different than collaborations with brands. How would you say?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love collaborating with brands and with organizations. I've collaborated with like governments and like that type of stuff.
Cool.
And I find it's so much more straightforward than working with artists, because because everyone is focused on the same thing. So like with a brand, what they want to do is make money.
More or less.
And they want to use your art to help them make money. So the transaction is very clear. And what I like about doing that is there's no existential threat involved. Whereas whenever you're working with an artist and there's no end game, it's just, is it like there's no way to measure if it's good or bad. So like if you work with a company, like I did a collaboration with a coffee shop in Denver, and we made like these it's like a reusable coffee mug. And we produced like close to 500 of them. Cool. And the metric for success was, did they all sell? You know, that's really straightforward.
Yeah.
And
is it
like,
possible?
And if you're just making a painting with another artist, like how do you tell if it's good or bad? Is it because people say it's good or bad? Then you have to decide if you trust these people. Are you looking for like it to be published in a magazine? Are you just posting on social media? Does it get engagement on that? It's all so abstract. But when you collaborate,
it's very abstract, yeah.
But when you collaborate with a company
and the product,
yeah, then you know if it's good or bad based off of like real measurable metrics. You know what I mean?
It's different, but still you have to like have the freedom of express your art without serving too much the brand. Did you hear that sound?
Yeah, it's all your cables keep rubbing together. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's better. Okay, perfect. I mean, I had this possibility to work together with Crocs, the shoes you're wearing.
No, I'm wearing my boots right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I wear my Crocs when I'm computering.
Yeah, but they didn't like my approach, so I missed that opportunity. But I was able to maybe make a live painting during an event for them.
Mm.
I would love to do that, but yeah, it didn't work out.
Why
It
didn't
was too expensive.
Oh, you were too expensive. Yeah, you got to choose. Do you want money or do you want the opportunity?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they'll always lowball you, and until you're established enough to be able to actually negotiate, then you just kind of got to take what comes if that's what you want to do. But a lot of artists look down at artists for collaborating with brands or for working with organizations or anything like that.
They look down until they're not underground anymore, and they see, okay, I am at that point. I would love to make money with my art and see and look for opportunities. Then it starts to become real, and also like you need to provide for your family and stuff. But if you really want to work with the things you learned in the underground scene, like painting, going out, making stuff, the mind is changing and you're not judging others to work with brands, then you maybe start to look, okay, how did that happen?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's clarify some things real quick, because I feel like my brain is floating during this conversation.
Okay.
So we shifted from limitations in art to collaborations.
Yeah, true.
Do we want to try to merge those two together?
We can. I mean, limitation comes always. It's a very overall topic. And artists need to collaborate in terms of like work with people.
Yeah, so a collaboration can be a productive type of limitation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What's your favorite type of collaboration?
When completely different disciplines come together.
So like having an art show, but there's a DJ?
I mean, it's very common, but yes, these kind of things, it's much more interesting than having two painters on the stage doing something.
Yeah. Well, I like collaborations. Man, I feel like this is so jilted. But so
What do you mean by chilled?
no, jilted, like I feel like the conversation's choppy. Like I feel like
It's not a line.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a line.
it doesn't have a line.
So maybe what we're experiencing is after our high last time, when we had like in one cut a nice podcast, is like, now we're too comfortable with things. It's like the German soccer team who had a super nice game last weekend, and then they mess up against Switzerland.
Okay, let's try to salvage this thing. So collaborations that I enjoy are things with the community. I love working with the community. And one of the collaborators I worked with, it was this international, what's it called? Like street art festival.
Cool.
It was called Crush, but it's no longer existent. It no longer exists anymore. But what I would do is I collaborated with the Denver Public Library to do something called Kids Crush, and I taught about 150 kids how to do street art.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. I felt like there was no egos involved. It was just, hey, come out, we'll do some stenciling, we'll do some wheat paste. we'll just have a good time. And it was fun because I got to design the system that they all worked through, and then just see the artwork come to life.
Yeah.
And it's like they all put their own little personal touch. They all did their own thing, and they just got to enjoy the process of making art. And I really love doing that type of stuff. I don't know if it's something I could do here, but it'd be fun.
It's possible, you know.
Well, I just don't know if I have access to the tools I need here.
Yeah, but what do you need?
Well, for the stenciling, I'm not going to hand cut like hundreds of stencils. So I would need like access to a laser plotter or something like that.
Yeah, I have that.
You have a laser plotter?
No, but I have access.
Oh, sick.
You need to pay by minutes.
Yeah, well then
That's
I would need a sponsor to pay for the minutes.
It's like 30 cent per minute, something like that, or 35. It's not that expensive.
Yeah, I was able to do the other ones for free. So fortunately,
I
maybe
mean, a laser
donate.
cutter, that one is cutting even through plastic stuff and wood things.
Yeah, but
so
this would just be cardboard, so it cuts really fast on the laser. But but yeah, I'll throw some pictures up maybe.
Yeah.
But collaborating with like organizations, governments, like that type of stuff makes me feel like I'm a part of society, and like I'm contributing to like the welfare of like the place I live, rather than just contributing to my own welfare, if that makes sense.
Makes totally sense. Yeah, I gotcha.
Weren't you just talking with some organization about maybe doing a mural or something? What'd you get the calendar for?
The calendar was from how was it called Quartiers Management,
Okay.
and yeah, it's a community work place to like lift up more or less a bad society, or not a bad society, but a society like Cottbuser Tor or other places where like a lot of people have like no jobs, and there's like a hole in the business gap. I don't know how to say it. It's community work in general. So I went there and asked myself, okay, I want to bring my work more into the community, because I love to work with people, and I have a lot of skills I can put on the table, so people can enjoy stuff. And I also wanted to like bring a better environment in that area. So we had a long conversation. It was pretty fruitful. And, you know, they were like talking about what kind of problems they have. They have these homeless people. They have these people who do drugs. A lot of areas, they get misused by people who just roaming around, like a kindergarten, Spielplatz, like playground. And the homeless people, or the youth people doing drug on that place, and things like that. It's normal in Berlin, Kreuzberg and stuff like that. So we were talking about that. And also visibility plays another topic in that case, because if they knew that that's a kindergarten, they wouldn't go there and do the drugs.
I don't know if that's true, but they may be less likely.
Less likely, because you know, even if you have drugs or stuff, and you still be aware, okay, maybe that's not a good place to do that. It's a Preventivmaßnahme.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I had another experience with a collaboration, and I had this Uestra. Uestra is a company from Hannover.
Okay.
So they're like the BVG of Hannover. So the transportation system over there. And the tram and stuff, you know, the tram, train, buses. So the sea level asked me if they can make after they had like workshops here in the city, to have a cool art night. And I was thinking about that, so we were negotiating about the price. It was super low, but in that case, I took it because I wanted to have the experience, and I knew, okay, the C level of the company is coming to have a nice event. Yeah. So I spoke to the CEO, and he wanted to have some super cool stuff. And I said, okay, let's make an artwork together. You know, one big piece. I set up tools for them. So everybody got an artistic tool, like a brush or a roller, a cloth, something else, like 12 tools. and I prepared a card. How to use that tool. It was super nice. Like they had a tool, an introduction, like this roller goes just up and to the left. With the one you can just make curves. So everybody got a tool and a card, and one after the other has to go to the canvas. The other ones are sitting and watching them. So it went like 4 or 5 rounds. And the one problem was they already had like a lot of workshop that day, and they needed to have something more like freedom to have. So they asked me if I can put a box of beers as well next to them. So they were just standing there. Everybody was following all the rules.
Yeah.
So it was super nice, and they started drinking. And then, you know, they were like scared of art kind of thing. You know, they are not using it and they don't know how to use it. And they knew that's why they had the card. So the limitation of making fails was not big, but then they felt comfortable and I want to try things. So they took the beer even and take off the label and put it as a sticker on the canvas and take the other tools and do things because someone wanted to just spray stuff. I mean, it's a train company, so they
wanted to spray the train.
Yes. But at the end, it was a super nice event. They had a lot of fun, and 2 days later, the guy came and he wanted to take the canvas as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Did he pay you for the canvas?
No.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I like doing that type of stuff too. Like back in, I want to say like 2022 or 2020. I mean 2012 or 2013. There was this big. It was called an interactive art festival. It was called Figment. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No, it sounds weird.
So it's everything at this festival is interactive,
Cool.
and I did something at my studio for it one year, and it was called social painting. And so I had six or seven big 8-foot by 4-foot panels. And whenever I made them, like I kind of framed them a little bit so they were thicker, and then put them on cinder blocks, and then set up a bunch of paint and a bunch of brushes, and then everyone would come through my studio, and then they'd paint on these big pieces of wood. And then while they were painting, I would be going around and painting at the same time. So it was like this huge all these huge interactive paintings. And by the end of them, they made like these really, really cool abstracts. And I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll look for it.
So it was a piece of wood?
Yeah, it was
a panel?
Yeah, it was a masonite panel.
Uh-huh.
And then I put some wood behind it to make it like framed so it looked bigger. Because the masonite's thin. And I think those went to like some nonprofit or something, and they may have auctioned them for funding or something like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
But they looked really cool by the end of it. I was really happy with how it turned out. I just had a bunch of house paint, so there was plenty of paint for everyone to make something with.
Yeah.
And then I basically, for the plan, I chose which colors would be involved. So I knew all the colors would work together. And then I had some smaller things of different colors, so there was some stuff I didn't know what would happen. I didn't make rules for every paintbrush like you did. So it was more free-for-all.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. I like collaborating like that. I don't know if I have the energy for it anymore, though.
I mean, it's pretty intense. I had also a collaboration with a tour guide and with these Russian ladies, super nice people from City Hackers. So they asked me if we can make a workshop with them. So I don't speak Russian, and even English was a little bit limited at that time. So they were jumping in to make like also the communication better, and it was pretty fun. So they were able to like use my stencils and experience street art, and I explained like the whole thing, like how I work. How to put colors, how to lay out the canvas and stuff, so basics. And then they were free to use it however they want, and it was fun. So it's also nice to see that they are not able to use a can. So they just put the cap on it, and they're really scared to just push it. And it's super funny, you know.
Yeah.
Things you were experiencing when you were 12, and they were like, whoosh.
Yeah, right in their face.
Well...
Oh, that is something to mention about the time I did stenciling in Denver with all the kids. We used spray chalk, not actual spray paint.
Oh, nice.
So they were able to clean it off.
Yeah. It's a good thing. I mean, working with kids. I mean, they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
But I think they're better.
Yeah.
But they also asked me, you know, there are kids coming over if I have something else, and I said, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't give a can to a kid that's like 7 years old. They can just roll paint over the stencil and still have the
same effect
the
or
effect.
a similar effect.
Yeah, so they were fine with that. So
well, cool. So here's something we can maybe talk about for the closing of this. When it comes to collaboration, just showing up, being present. I think that's like. I think that's most of what collaboration is just being a partner in whatever endeavor you're doing, and continuing to show up whenever you feel like it's not something you want to do. Because like I'm thinking about like certain projects or certain things that I have done with other people, and then they just disappear, and you don't know what happened. There's no conversation. There's no blow up. It's just. They just don't want to do it anymore. And
I had the same experience.
I'm not saying that about this. I'm just saying in general.
No, I get it. And I had the same experience. So I think it's good to even communicate that it's like a thing free to do whatever you want, you know? So, and even to say, you know, even if you recommend, hey, can you don't say that or this, but still, hey, you're a human being, you know, I appreciate your presence, and whatever comes out, it's cool. I mean, it has to lead to something, but without pressure. That's still fine.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So I want to say this. You're a human being. I'm happy you're here. I'm really excited we're doing this.
Yeah, me too.
I don't feel like it has to lead anywhere. But I do think us just putting our ideas out here and just thinking out loud, I think there's value in that just for it simply existing. And I think maybe other people will find value as well. And even if it's not good every time, at least we're here letting our thoughts be known and having the courage to put it out into the world. So I think that's success.
That's success, and being a good example.
To who?
To us.
Okay.
Later we reading that or listen to that and say, okay, I didn't feel comfortable, but still it's good because it gives, again, people freedom to do the same.
Yeah, well, I think this is our 10th one, maybe.
Yeah.
It might be the 11th. We're not putting out the first two.
Yeah.
I might put out some clips from it, but we'll see. So I think, I don't know. Do you want to just kind of keep going a little bit and just let it peter out, or do we just want to call it?
Who's Peter out?
Peter's out.
Sometimes I don't get the English, so I just understand Peter.
Peter out. It just means like go to like a slow stop, or wear yourself out.
We can have a slow stop. I mean,
okay. Yeah,
it was a nice tryout. Maybe we can play a little bit with the voice because I feel thirsty.
Oh man, you didn't drink any water before this?
Yeah, no, that was a problem.
We need to cut a little hole in your mask, and so you can put a straw through it.
I'm very happy I don't have to do that. Oof.
Okay, here, lay a story on me. What did you have a dream last night?
I mean, if I had, it was a very short one because I didn't dream much or I didn't sleep much. Did you have a dream?
I think I did, but I can't remember it. I don't know. I've been having crazy dreams. I ate a whole bunch of chicken wings on Sunday, and I think that made me have some crazy dreams or Sunday night and Monday night.
Were you a fox hunting chickens?
No.
Okay, that would be funny.
No, I mean, I just have like a lot of dreams where I see people I care about die, and like I feel like that's not good.
Yeah.
I think I must be stressed out about something, but I don't know. like my professional work right now is pretty stressful. So, but I'm making progress, and I think I'll just be stressed out and having bad dreams until the project's over.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. I really do love collaborating with people, and I am excited we get to do this together. It'd be cool to have other artists on, and I did talk to another artist who may want to come chat with me specifically on Sunday. No offense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you think it needs it, or do you just want to keep doing it ourselves?
We can keep doing it ourselves, but I appreciate also having another person here to just even have another experience.
Yeah.
Or even have someone who's like outside the art scene.
Yeah, like a professional.
Like a professional or maybe a gallerist.
Yeah.
To just have another perspective on the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Or even a professional podcaster, not in the sense of giving instructions, but maybe a moderator, like or an interviewer.
Yeah.
This kind of thing would be cool.
Well, I think that's supposed to be my role, but I don't know if I'm doing a very good job.
You're doing it great. I don't have another reference.
Okay. You sure?
You're okay.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. It really helps my ego. Okay,
You're doing great, man.
tell me 3 things that you love about
Me.
yourself.
Oh, wow. What I love about myself is I always figure things out even if I don't see a solution.
Okay.
That's something.
So you work through it until you find the solution.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good thing. What's number 2?
I inspire people and they come back to me and say, hey, you made me do that. And I'm very happy for that.
You have a healthy ego, so that's number 2. What's number 3?
I kind of attract the right people to come to my life.
That one's focused on people like me, so I like that. Okay, those are 3 good ones.
Yeah, thank you. I wasn't thinking about that. So, do you have 3 things about yourself?
That I love?
Or that you hate? I don't know, but
No, let's keep it
let's
positive.
just talk about love.
Okay. I love my ability to see an idea through to its end.
I don't get it. Can you explain?
Yeah, so I have an idea.
Yeah.
I write it down.
Okay.
And then I do all the steps to see that idea come into reality.
Okay.
Usually. Not all the time, but most of the time. I love that the people who have been in my life up to this point have instilled me with the confidence to act on my dreams.
Cool.
And number 3, and this is specifically about me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not listening.
Okay. I love whenever I make people laugh. It feels good. And you're sleeping. Jeez, man. I didn't mean to put you to sleep. Put you to sleep like a dog at the vet.
Did you end the last 3rd point?
No. I'll just leave it hanging. Okay. And yes, I did. Man, you're trying to hurt my heart. Okay, let's call it,
I
man.
make you harder.
Heart.
No, I make you harder.
Like stronger?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Harder, faster, stronger.
Okay, Daft Punk. So this one I think is kind of a wash, but I'll just put it up anyway. We'll see what happens. Maybe people like it.
Maybe we have the first comments.
Hey man, if these get over 10 views, I'm happy. Okay. Well,
I ask my mom.
Yeah, please. See ya.
Mom, can you make a comment, please?
Hey mama, I'm sorry. Okay. Y'all have a great day. This is over.